What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all enjoyed your weekends. Back at it again with a little bit of Tourist Bus Simulator. Now, obviously, recently I've been having a few minor issues regarding game saves, losses, and things not particularly working the way that they should. But I think now I've managed to get myself on top of it. So yeah, fingers crossed. I've got a route set out for today. Now, I'm hoping that we have passengers, because for the last 2 or 3 times that I've tried doing these shuttle services, these routes for passengers and things like that, I've been having nothing but issues. Now, I think that's just simply down to the fact that different routes are getting confused, and it's basically causing me to have to follow the wrong path, and I'm turning up to stops, hotels, things like that, when I shouldn't actually be on that route. So it's almost like saving the employees' routes to my schedules, which isn't good. But I've had a little bit of a play around, and I've managed to cancel it. I've dismissed all of my employees, and I've sold all of my buses but 2. So I think I'm just going to keep it down to that sort of minimum and see whether that actually contributes to anything that's going wrong with the game so far. Just a little bit of a trial and error, really. This game is definitely a good one to have when it works, of course, but hopefully the things that I've done and the methods that I've used, fingers crossed that it's resolved this issue of mine, and I can continue on peacefully and continue on making videos and enjoying the game for what it is. Like I say before, the Skyliner, it's got to be my favourite, one of my favourite coaches. The old top floor as well, the double decker. It's really nice to drive, quite pleasant in fact. The other ones I'm not too keen on, if I'm honest, but we've all got our favourites, we've all got our preferences, haven't we? So it's all good. But yeah, just sit back, relax, enjoy a little bit of bussing. But I mean, once again, like I say, thank you everybody for your support, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Honestly, I couldn't do this sort of stuff without you, so it's definitely appreciated. I enjoy playing these simulation games. Tourist Bus has got a special place. Regarding obviously the small little issues here and there, I still find time to play it. The whole experience is quite enjoyable for me, so for the foreseeable future I will continue to cover it, continue to cover the updates, etc., and hopefully we can get to a nice little stage where we can all sit down one day and celebrate the fact that it's working properly. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah, just thought I'd jump on, do a little afternoon stream, see if I've got these passengers working again. Because I think it was just simply down to the fact that I had so many routes, and in the end, with all my employee routes and stuff like that, it was all just merging into one. So when I tried to do a bus route or something like that, I would get the current order routes that the buses, my AI workers, were on at that moment in time. So now that I've removed them and removed all of their routes and stuff, it seems to have gone back to the way that it should be. I mean, I don't really suffer too much with the problem of fast travelling. I think what it is just a combination of a few things which you do, which puts a little bit more stress on the game, and then that's where things start to go wrong. So, from my conclusion, you know, the less drivers you have, the less buses you own, you know, the less routes you have, the less stress the game gets put through. And I don't seem to get many problems this way. You know, and I mean, if I can play this game like this with having only a couple of drivers and a couple of buses, I'm okay with that. If it prevents me from losing my save, or it prevents certain issues from occurring, then, you know, I'm all for it. Because at the end of the day, I enjoy the driving element more than anything. But it's definitely something related to the progression in the game. The further you go in, the more things you acquire and obtain, the more bugs start to arise, and I think that's when problems start to occur. So we'll keep it simple. We won't put too much stress on the game, and we'll see whether that makes any sort of significant difference. I mean, so far it has. I'm able to save my game now, which is what I wasn't able to do before. You know, I'm able to do these routes without it coming up with a different GPS tracker, all that sort of stuff. You know, it's put itself straight again. But the only real way to determine whether that's actually fixed itself or not is if I go over and pick up these passengers, and that they are there. That's going to be the prime kind of deciding factor to all of that. How's it going, Andre? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's it. I think the AI should really be the only stressful thing for the game, and the fact that you can manage it, you know, it's pretty cool. You haven't got to worry too much about anything else. But with the steps that I've just taken to resolve a few of my issues, it seems to have worked. Like I said, the only real way of clarifying that is if the passengers are there when I get to the pickup point. I mean, I don't know how many times. I think this is like the 5th time now I've bought this bus. So hopefully, this is the last time that I have to buy this bus. Nice one, Andre. I'm glad you're doing all right. Yeah, I'm not too bad, actually. You know, it was a pretty stressful morning, but other than that, you know, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. You got any plans for your day? Oh, that's what I get for reading the chat. But yeah, let me know what you got going on. Anything exciting? I was quite happy this morning. Well, I wasn't to begin with. I mean, my vape died. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And then the delivery man knocks on the door, and he's got all my fresh new vapes, and I'm like, yes, my day has just got better. I got a massive tub of coffee as well. What more could you want? This game is awfully addictive. Even though some of these routes can be long and tedious, you know, I really enjoy just being able to drive, you know, using the wheel. You know, I think it would be a completely different story if wheel support wasn't a thing for this game. But I'm also going to download Bus Sim 21 as well and give that a go. Oh, nice one, Andre. Yeah, well, like I say, I hope you have a fantastic time. Lots of photos and stuff. Sweet. I mean, I never attended, you know, like the school proms and all that sort of stuff. You know, I just stayed home and got drunk instead. Right, let's check the map a minute because it wants me to go up there. So maybe, yeah, so I go to this point first, yeah. That's cool. Well, I mean, you gotta look at it this way, you know, it's like, it's a moment of spending time with your friends, you know, you gotta take opportunities like that with both hands, really. And I'm sure once you're there and, you know, conversation starts, all that good stuff, you know, you'll be all good. There's a lot of school proms going on here at the moment, and some people have been extremely creative with how they're arriving at these things. Yeah, Andre, I've done it before, mate. I've done it before, and I can assure you that it's not fun. How they do it in the real world, it's crazy, to be honest. But I'm not liking that because I just saw that there was no people there. That's not a good start, is it? I will sit here and wait a little bit, though, in the hopes that they appear. Yeah, I don't mind the Skyliner. In fact, like I say before, the Skyliner is my favourite out of a lot of them, to be honest. But let's have a look. See, now there's no passengers here. Now, if I do the just the standard routes, then there's people here. But if I start doing all of this like hotel stuff, all the shuttle services, that's when things really start to go wrong. I haven't, no, Andre, I haven't. Maybe if I... that's the wrong one. Right, if I go to my settings a moment. Right, let's see if it allows me to save my game. Oh no, it didn't. I think I've just quit. Hopefully it's auto-save though. That's what I'm hoping. Ah. Nope. And we are back here again. Deary me. I think I'm going to move the camera a moment. There we go. But yeah, let's have a quick look, because I don't actually think that. Yeah, so there's my autosave. And it's basically just given me everything back again. Which is, absolutely bizarre. I mean, I'll go to... How weird is that? So I've got no employees available again. That's interesting. But I will sell that then. Definitely a strange one, isn't it? Let's have a look at some new vehicles. Right, it's 460,000. If I go to second hand, let's see, 181. I can get that, and it's 90%. So I may as well. Yeah. Right, now my bus will be delivered there. Nicely done. There's the bus. Right, now let's see if I can save. New save game. This is what it does. So let's just try this for a second. Let's do that. Is it saving? I think it is. I've still got the autosave symbol in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, so I don't really know what's going on with it, to be completely honest. But let's see if we can get ourselves a route going anyway. Whether it works or it doesn't, like I say, I still enjoy the driving element of it, so let's have a look. Let's do that one. Why not? We'll go to the calendar and we shall skip over to that. I mean, of course it's dark. Why wouldn't it be dark, Right, the GPS route has come on. So far, so good. It might well be. It might well be, Andre. Might well be. The thing is, though, is like you don't want to skip too far ahead with time, because you don't want to run the risk of losing the order completely. But we'll stick to this route anyway, it's up and running now. If there's passengers here, then happy days. There's nothing I can really complain about. I just can't wait for it to get to a point now where, things start getting fixed. That's all it boils down to for me. Just waiting for it to get fixed. Ah, Jaffa. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. I am perfect. Thank you, mate. I'm doing pretty well this morning. My coffee and my vapes arrived, so happy days. How are you doing, man? You all good? I mean, I managed to stick the kettle in the fridge this morning, so that should give you a little idea of how my morning went. Ah, nice one, Jaffa, nice one. I'm glad to hear it. Thankfully, it shouldn't stay dark for very long. And it's 5:30 in the morning in the game, so... But I am a bit reluctant to book this bus in for its service and repairs, you know, because as you all know, my game just doesn't like doing that. But I'm glad to hear that you're all doing okay. And I appreciate you all stopping by, saying hello, taking time out of your busy Monday afternoons. You stay there, car. Yeah, I saw him push. As I was saying. Yeah, Jaffa. I mean, the problem that I ran into is I just wasn't able to save at all. But get this. Last night, I deleted my saves to start fresh and new today. So I deleted them, they were gone. I came back this morning to turn it on, and all of my saves were still there. Even though I deleted them, they were still there. Now, how'd you work that out? So now my problem is, it's kind of flipped round on me now. I couldn't save my game, and now I can't get rid of the bloody saves. But it's all good. Oh yeah, I did, Jaffa. I did. I deleted the saves from in-game, and then I removed the save data from my storage, and I've come back and they're still there. Yeah, I literally done absolutely everything to get rid of them. So. Maybe I've tried to save the game that many times now that it's hardwired it into the game. Yeah, it feels that way. It feels that way, Andre. Honestly, it does. Yeah, hide and seek, definitely. Definitely. I mean, all I want to do is just save my progress. You know, I mean, how hard can it be? And now that I want to get rid of it, I can't. The joys, eh? I never thought that driving buses was going to be so damn stressful. It's like, oh yeah, I heard that you've been struggling with trying to save your game, but here you go, what we'll do for you is we'll make it so that it's impossible to get rid of them. Yeah, exactly, Andre, exactly. And whilst we're at it, we'll also block the Bluetooth connection between your controller and your PS5, because you know you don't need that to play games either. We'll make you think you got a full battery, but really you don't. Yeah, Jaffa, I mean, I save wherever I can, mate. Honestly, I do. I finish the routes, I save, I buy a new bus, or hire in new employees, or get rid of a few employees. I save. Literally every action that I do, afterward, I save. But for some reason, it didn't let me. And when I used to fast travel as well, what it would do is put me back to that starting point of that initial save file. So I don't know. But it's not like I haven't got plenty of games to play. Yeah, look, here we go again. Apparently I did not complete it in time, but I've still got the route. So the game definitely gets confused with what's going on. But we shall see. We shall see, Jaffa. Yeah, Jaffa, that's the thing. You know, I mean, like I said, there are many options, many ways of trying to save your game. And trust me, I've tried a lot of them, and I think it all just comes down to whether the game just wants me to save or not. Yeah, exactly, Andre. Exactly. It definitely tests your patience. You know, it's bound to. And I think this is why I'm going to end up getting Bus Sim 21. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle between these two games and you know, if one completely fails, at least I've got another busing game to fall on. I do have Bus Sim 18 actually, but I thought I'd give 21 a go. I think the only thing that really puts me off that game is having to actually create your own routes. Not a big fan of that, must admit. Well, we'll put it to the test. We'll put it to the test, Jaffa. What I'll do is I'll complete this route and then save it. We'll have a look. Because at the moment, for me, playing this game, I'm just trying to find ways around the current issues which reside. Shouldn't be too bad though. It'll get there eventually. But I mean, even so, Jaffa, it's not even just saving after I finish these routes. Right, what's it want me to do there? There's nothing down there. Did this yesterday. But yeah, it's not so much like. Right, now my bus is completely stopped. There we go. It's not so much saving the route, saving after I finish the routes. It's not even letting me save the game when I haven't got a route at all, you know. And even so, it's getting these passengers to show up as well, and all like I failed the route and stuff like this. I've only got one route. You know, and I don't even get there and it prompts me that I've failed it, even if I'm like 2-3 minutes into it. I mean, you've seen it. But I am hoping that there are passengers here. But we're getting ever and ever so closer to that giveaway. Ever so close. Yeah, I believe you, Jaffa. I believe you, mate. Just saying, like, sometimes maybe the things that are working for you necessarily work for me, but the only way to really find out is to test these things, and that's basically what I'm doing. Oh, first one of the day. Yeah, they should do. They should do. I mean, if they're not working on it behind the scenes right now, then I don't really know what to say, if I'm honest. But soon we'll have the moment of truth. But I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned it, Jaffa, but when I reach 100 subscribers, I will be doing a little voucher code giveaway for PlayStation and Xbox. So I'll be doing a little live stream where I give them away. Just put them in the chat, but obviously I'll have to put them in do half the code first and then half the code afterwards, because of bots. I don't want them scooping it up. Yeah, look, see, this is the problem. I'm not getting any passengers now. And I'm just wondering why that is. See, now it's cancelled the route on me. Cancelled the route on me. Says that I failed it, but yet it's still giving me the GPS route for that specific order, which makes zero sense. I appreciate that, Jaffa. Thank you very much, mate. Right, so let's have a look. New orders, yeah. Right, so if I pull the map up, you can see that it's still giving me the route. So even when the route has failed, it's still giving me the route for that current order, which makes zero sense. And I bet you it says unable. Yep, feature is currently not available. So if I go to new orders then, and I pick one of these shuttle services, yeah, put me on it, right, no current orders. So we'll try that again. Current orders, none. Dear. Let's have a look at current orders again. No current orders. So you see what I mean? Yeah, no, I know Jaffa just finished the route, but I mean, I've got all of that to do. Is it auto-saving on me now? Right, so I saved my game. We'll exit it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the mode. Oh, not change the mode selection. We'll go to settings. And what I'll do is I'll put it onto the realistic mode and see whether that has any sort of real significance as to whether these passengers are loading on or not. Yeah, it's definitely getting confused, Jaffa, but the thing is like, what I'm trying to say is that it should just clear the route off completely. You know, if you've finished the route, it shouldn't, or failed the route, it shouldn't keep that current route on your GPS. It should remove itself. Right, so let's have a look. So we'll go to new orders again. And we'll just do this one. We'll just do this one and see whether it actually allows me to have it now. See, no current orders. But yeah, it's still okay. Okay. Right. Let's just finish this route. Oh yeah, I've got to close the doors, haven't I? Oh, they are closed. Right. Let's see what it does. I mean, more or less to the point, what I'm trying to get at is that I do these routes. I'm 2-3 minutes into the route, and then it tells me that I've failed to complete the route in time. Then the route doesn't remove itself from my GPS, and then I can't continue or get any new orders because the game still thinks that I'm currently on a route. I can't fast travel because it thinks I'm currently on a route, and nothing else seems to want to work because, like I said, I'm currently on a route according to the game. So it's a bit of a mess, isn't it, really? You know, if the game gets confused on the simplest of things, you've got to kind of wonder what else is wrong, you know? I don't mean for these streams to be like, you know, let's just nitpick at everything that the game's doing wrong. But it's like here. Oh. That's on as well. There's nobody there, so I'm just going to continue on and hope that by completing this route it sorts itself out. But this is exactly why I wanted to start my game again, because there's a lot of things which now have occurred that seem to be fixed into everything that I do. Bearing in mind, you know, everything that I say in these streams is just based off of my experience. You know, it's not an attack of how people feel about the game. It's just, for me, these little things just get frustrating because it's, you know, there's no point driving a bus around if I've got no passengers to pick up, you know. I ain't even gonna bother going down there. It wants me to, though. Goodness me. But there's nobody there to pick up, though. This is the problem. Hopefully there's an opening. I don't think there is. In fact, I know exactly what I'm going to do. See, now it's there. What is going on? Right. Employees. No employees available. Let's have a look for a driver. Okay. Yes. Look. I'll employ you. Cool. Brilliant. As you can see, there is a few things which are definitely residing in this game that need to be seriously addressed. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? I mean, we're all aware of the issues that this game has, you know, and just seeing it in real time just really shows, you know, what sorts of things need to be sorted out. Right, let's see if I open the doors. See if anybody appears. Because I don't think they're actually going to. So, just for the sake of it, I'm just going to continue on with the route. There's a short way down there, is there, Jaffa? Because at this precise moment in time, I just feel like putting this bus to the fastest it can go and find the closest cliff. So let's fast forward the time a bit. Oh, no, I don't want to go on that one. So it's actually daylight, so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm guessing that's the short route there. Okay. Tell you, it's a much nicer route than all those twists and turns, that's for sure. But the thing is, right, even if I do complete this route, I then select another one and it still doesn't give me my passengers. I better slow down. Have it, bus stop. Yeah, get out my way, thank you. Just sent him into oblivion. On, out the way. Cool. I do hope so, Jaffa. I mean, I've done this before, completing the route, you know, and but it only seems to do it with the shuttle stuff for some reason. If I do a standard route, then it's okay. Right, come on, GPS. I'm back on a road now. Which way do you want me to go? Is anybody else experiencing these issues? Yeah, no worries, Jaffa. Take it easy, man. You know, I will still persist with this game. Like, all I'm doing really is just highlighting the problems which I'm experiencing, you know. I know a lot of people don't like it when people go on about the problems and blah blah blah, but you know, this is my take on it at the end of the day. My frustrations grow because I want this game to do well, you know, I want it to work. And it's just a shame that there's a few key elements in this game at the moment which is preventing me from actually progressing on. I'd much rather have to start again than to deal with this stuff that prevents me from progressing further anyway, if that makes any sense. Right, let's try that root board. Oh, I don't know why it's still going. No. Just doesn't want to play ball today. I'm sure the route, Jaffa, I'm sure it'll clear, but as to whether it allows me to continue on with the routes with passengers is another thing. I'll just have to pretend that I've got passengers on board at the moment. Yeah, Andre, I'll give that a go. I'll give it a go, I'll see if that does anything. You know, there's got to be something that's amiss. I'll just take a mental note of the time which it wants me to be there for. But the problem is it tells me that I failed the route, even though I'm like 3 minutes into it. You know, like get out the depot and then that's it. Well, fingers crossed, Jaffa, that this does work. I don't doubt that it's not going to allow me to have another route. What I'm saying is that it's just whether the passengers are going to be there or not. because this is like the 4th time this has happened now. Thankfully, I picked a short route. Beat you to it. Breaking all the rules now. I just want to get this route finished. I think this problem is persistent for a lot of people. Saying that. Oh. Really? Yeah, that's right. It's just the trigger responses between routes essentially. What it should do is if you fail the route, it should cancel the GPS tracking. But like we said before, it's not actually doing that. So in order to progress forward, you have to finish the route for it to cancel it, and then hope that the next route that you take, there'll be passengers there. But like I said, the last 3 or 4 times that I've done this, there's been no passengers anywhere. So you know, it's definitely proving to be a little bit of a pain. I'm not sure how many times it's going to make me go up and down this place. But I think what I might do actually is come back with one of the smaller buses and attempt just some of the basic routes and see whether I can get like the passengers to start like spawning back again, almost a way of like triggering them. And then I'll just avoid everything else till it gets fixed. As long as I can bus and as long as I can pick passengers up, I'm not really too concerned about the luggage and all that sort of stuff, you know, that'll all come in time. I'll just use what works. Hopefully there's not too many stops after this. Okay. Yeah, it's such a shame though, isn't it, Jaffa? You know, these things really need to be sorted out. You know, despite the love that we have for this game, you know, it's just little things like that which kind of makes you think, what's the point? And then when you do actually finally get it to work, it says, oh yeah, you can't save your game or you lose your save data. Well, thankfully we're coming up to the final stop now. So all the highway code and everything, road rules and stuff, it's all gone out the window. But I appreciate you all sticking around anyway. It is a shame, Jaffa. It is a shame. You know, and what makes it even worse as well is I've heard down the grapevine that On the Road 2 is going to be a thing. So, you know, we'll see how that goes, eh? Right, let's open the doors. Yeah, Andre. I've seen a few videos regarding that. Some people are crazy, but you know they get, like, if they play on a public server, they get banned instantly, don't they? Right. Let's follow old Jaffa's advice. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, now it's like, right, so I will save save that. There we go, so I don't forget it. Right. Now let's go back to the office, shall we? This feature is currently unavailable. How bizarre is that, though, eh? Right, now if I exit out of the game and load back in to my save, hopefully it's all sorted out. Right, load game. It was that one. So what I'll do is I'll delete that. Delete that. Let's load that save. All I want to do is a bit of bussing. Right, let's have a look. Right, let's see if the fast travel feature works for me. It's currently unavailable. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because I think it still thinks that I'm on a route. And that's the problem. Let's see if we can fast travel somewhere else. Nope, unavailable. There, that's what I mean, Jaffa. You see, the game. No matter what I do, whether I complete the route, finish the route, whatever, yes, I can still save my game. But the problem is like the game still thinks that I am on a route regardless of whether it's there or not, you know. That's the problem that seems to persist throughout this save, which is why I wanted to start again. Yeah, I'll check, but I honestly don't think I am. But look, it says that I've got a bus route there. So it is just completely confused. Just completely confused. Because that is the route that I've done, you're right. But if I go to my current orders, I've got no current orders available. So this is what I mean, you know, that the game, this game save file is messed up. It's all completely messed up. But it says, look, I've got no current orders. New orders, completed orders. Yeah, completed a lot of orders. Failed orders. But my current orders, I've got nothing. And then I've got an order there apparently, even though it's non-existent. But like, let's say, okay, line 0, whatever, your next appointment slot. I click to that. Right. Get in my bus. The autosave symbol just keeps going round and round on me. Doors are closed. And apparently I've got a route there, but I've got no current orders there. So I think that's something that's pretty much preventing me from even continuing on with this save file. Yep, now I've got the autosave symbol that's just constantly rotating. So I think the safest bet for me really at this precise moment in time is just to try and completely start afresh and try and get rid of these save files as best as I can. But like I said, guys, I do apologise for all the mishaps and stuff like that. You know, it's just this game at the moment. It just doesn't really seem to be playing ball with me. But I appreciate you all tuning in anyway. If you could leave us a cheeky like, subscribe, turn that bell for notification on, you know, all that good stuff. but I will be back a little bit later on today, hopefully with a fresh save file, and we can continue from there. But until next time, guys, stay safe, and I shall catch you in the next one.